Hi everyone, welcome back. So now we will be going to solve our assignment questions. So let us just go to our assignment. So this is our assignment. So first question was write a program to find type of input function. So we have to write a program in which we can find the type of our input function. So what we do have is a predefined function or a built-in function named as type, which returns the type of data type, right? So we wanted to find type of input function. So here it go. So it is string. So you can say that I gave input 2, but it is returning me a string, but 2 is an integer. So होता क्या है कि इनपुट का बाय डिफॉल्ट ही स्ट्रिंग है वो. सो आपने इट इज लाइक कि उसने कुछ एक कपड़ा उड़ा दिया है. सो आपने हैरी पॉटर मूवी देखी होगी. सो हैरी पॉटर में क्या था, देयर वाज अ क्लॉक, इनविजिबल क्लॉक. सो इट इज लाइक इनविजिबल क्लॉक ओनली, और वी कैन से अ क्लॉक बाय विच यू कैन टाइप कास्ट एनी टाइप ऑफ डाटा. सो कोई भी डाटा होगा ये इसके ऊपर क्लॉक डाल देगा और ये क्या दिखाएगा, इट विल शो इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्ट्रिंग. ऑलराइट. So next question is, what is the type of print function? And I also write a code to find its type. So here we go. We'll just write like this only. So the type of print function is none type. So some of you were having doubt that it is giving none type. So yeah, it is the type of output of print function gives to us. So the type of print function is none type. So you might want to write something here as well. Let us say I want to write Rahul. Then also it will give me that yes, it is of none type. However, it will just print out the Rahul and it will say it is of none type. So Rahul तो पर string है ये, but print function में क्या हो गया जाते घात. So there is a clock. उससे क्या होगा, जो भी इसके print function के अंदर जाएगा any data type, it will just get typecasted into none type of data or none type. So let us just see third question. So here what we have to do is we have to write a program to take two input values for A and B, and then we have to print sum of these two values. Alright, so I can do something like this. I want to take input of two values. So value of A is B. I'll just take input function and I'll ask value of B is, and add. So can I add something like this? Let us just see. So value of A is 2, value of B is 2. Oops, we didn't printed the add function or add variable. So add is a variable, not a function here. 2 plus 2. So it is giving me 22. एक और एक 11. ये दो और दो क्या हो गया 22. So ये अभी इनपुट डाटा को किस तरीके से ट्रीट कर रहा है एक स्ट्रिंग टाइप में, राइट. सो 2 plus 2, what it will return is 22. ये स्ट्रिंग में इस तरीके से ऐड होता है. सो वी विल सी इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर और फॉलोइंग लेक्चर. सो स्ट्रिंग है अभी. सो अगर मुझे इंटीजर की तरह इसको बिहेव कराना है तो व्हाट आई कैन डू इज आई कैन इधर राइट समथिंग लाइक दिस, int of A and int of B. 2. It is returning me the value that is 4. So अब यहाँ पे 2 और 2 22 नहीं हुआ, 2 2 क्या हो गया 4 हो गया. So we will have to do something like this to perform operation or integer operation. We have to typecast the value from string to integer type, right? So let us just see next question. So here we have to write a program which takes input of name and age and prints out our string like this: name, arrow, age, and we have to take it as input. Alright, let us just take input for name and age. So input, and I'll just ask what is your name, and for age I'll ask input for what is your age, and I'll print name and age. So let us just see how does it gonna print this thing. So name is Rahul and age is let us say 26. So it is going to print something like this. So what we have to do is, अब यहाँ पे separator क्या है, एक space है. So separator is space and we have to convert it into, yeah, you got it right, something like this. So let us just see the output. Rahul. So अभी राहुल ही दिखाएगा, it won't show Rahul. So something like this. So yeah, it's doing its job. पर अगर मुझे स्पेस चाहिए तो मैं क्या करूँगा, यहाँ पे एक स्पेस भी लगा दूंगा. It will just consider space in before beginning and after end of this line. All right. So अभी स्पेस के साथ दिखा रहे हैं. Yeah. So there is a function, inbuilt function or a method in print function that is separate. ये क्या करता है, दो भी जो दो या फिर दो से ज़्यादा भी वैल्यूज हो सकती है उनको प्रिंट कैसे करेगा, राइट. सो ये सेपरेट कैसे करेगा, इनको किस तरीके से प्रिंट करेगा, पहले नेम लिखेगा फिर सेपरेटर यूज करेगा एंड देन इट इज गोइंग टू प्रिंट द नेक्स्ट वैल्यू दैट इज एज, राइट. सो अभी सेपरेटर बाय डिफॉल्ट क्या था, स्पेस था. नाउ आई एम यूजिंग सेपरेटर दिस एरो, राइट. सो लेट अस जस्ट मूव ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. So in above question, what we have to do is we have to take name and age and we have to print something like this. All right. So there is a format function, but we are not going to use that function because abhi wo cover new hai. So we'll just take name and age as input. All right. And I'll just print. My name is name and then my age is, so we have to put a full stop here and something like this, and then we have to print age. So let us just see the output. The name is Manmohan Bhaiya. Age, let us say भैया काफ़ी यंग लगते हैं, so we'll just take 30. ज़्यादा भी लगते हैं, but we'll take 30. All right. My name is Manmohan Bhaiya and my age is 30. Yeah, बिल्कुल सही दिखा रहे हैं. All right. So अभी यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया, एक स्ट्रिंग लिखी. सो अभी प्रिंट कैसे होगा, पहले ये वाली लाइन प्रिंट करेगा फिर नेम प्रिंट करेगा विद अ सेपरेटर. सो लेट अस जस्ट सी इट यूजिंग बाय ड्राइंग इट. सो हाउ इज इट गोना प्रिंट दिस थिंग, माय नेम इज देन नेम then my age is then age. So what we can't see here is a separator function. So separator क्या करेगा, it will just print this thing that is my name is, then it will just print the name, और name हमने input में ले लिया था value, it will just print name, let us say Rahul, and it will just print this value then with a separator that is space. So a space, then dot, then a space, then my age is, and it will say 26 or something like this, right, with a separator. So I hope you got it. All right. सब यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा, एक स्पेस के साथ यहाँ पे एंड हुआ था और यहाँ पे भी इसके बाद एक स्पेस ऐड करिए. and after my name is also there, age के बाद भी यहाँ पे एक space add करें, right? So it works like such. That is separate function or a separator. So next question is, what will be the output of for following program? So I think आप लोगों को पता लग गया होगा इसका. Let us just write it down. So print I'll just copy paste this thing. Alright, here we go. And oh, I put a space. Alright, so this is our next question. So here we have to print. So these are the values which we have to print, and we are using a separator, that is a space and space. So let us just see the output. So alright, this is the output, and this should be the expected output, right? क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, अलग अलग वैल्यूज यूज कर रहे हैं, and we are using a separator, that is this thing. So अभी मनमोहन, it will just print Manmohan Bhaiya's name, that is Manmohan, and it will just use this separator, that is space and space. Alright, space and space. Then it will print Gupta. Alright, then it will use this separator, that is space and space, and it will just print Rahul, then space and space, then this is Jangu, right? So let us just move on to next question. So alright, everybody should know this, the output of this thing, that is hello VMCNs. Print hello. So this should be the output, right, using space as separator. And here what we did is, alright, so this is our next question, that is we have to print these two print statement, right? So let us just see how we do this. So I'll just start it down here only, that is print, I'm sorry, are you excited? Alright, so it will just print this value, then the next print, the value in next print function in next line. So I think you all know this, because we are there is an inbuilt method in print function, that is AND. So what it will do is, it will just print the values of print function, and उसके बाद ये क्या करेगा, एंड करेगा. एंड मतलब ये वाला प्रिंट फंक्शन की जितनी वैल्यूज थी वो सारी प्रिंट हो गई है. नाउ आई हैव टू print, or move on to the further code, right? So it will just end with next line. So उसके बाद जो भी output आएगा वो next line में आएगा. However, it is showing me the output of the type of the output as well, that is none type, right? So alright, so which of the following can't be a variable in Python? So let us just see. Will underscore name 22 he22lo and Rahul. So can we name something like this? Yeah, it isn't showing me any error. Can we name something like this? Yeah, it isn't showing me any error. Can we name something like this? Yeah, it isn't showing me any error. Can we name something like this? No. It says you can't assign to literal. That you can't start the name of a variable with or you can't just assign the name of a variable with integer value. Or also you can't assign a value something like this, 2 is equals to something like this. No. So there are certain rules that we should keep in mind while defining a variable. So it should not start with an integer. However, एक बार जब नाम स्टार्ट हो गया तो you can use integer or any type of thing, and उस दो अभी मैं एक वेरिएबल डिफाइन कर रहा हूँ कुछ इस तरीके से a स्पेस b, तो मैं इस तरीके से भी नहीं कर सकता. I shouldn't use space between or between these things. If it is a single variable, then I shouldn't use space between letters. It will also show me an error, which is also the solution to our next problem. That is this. So here what we did is we just defined this thing, a space b is equals to 4,5. Right. We'll discuss this also. So secondly, we can name with starting from underscore also, and हम इस तरीके से भी name कर सकते हैं, right? Alphabetically लिख सकते हैं. एक बार जब alphabet लिख दिया, then we can use integer also, right? So alright, let us just move on to next question. That is, we have to take a user from output, that is a and b, and divide the value of print output in integer form. All right. So take input. So I'm just typecasting it here only. Input, and the value is all right. The value of a is, and I'll just use it for value of b as well. B, and I want to find the division. So one more thing, we shouldn't use the variable like such. So there is an inbuilt function naming sum. So हमें name variable को name करते टाइम पे ये भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि कुछ inbuilt function का हम name यहाँ पे use ना करें, right? So जब भी हम inbuilt function का name use करेंगे, it will just show us the green thing, right? So हमें पता लग जाएगा कि हमें इसको name नहीं करना है, right? All right, so div equals to a divided by b, and we have to print this div thing. A value of a is, let us say, 6, value of b is, let us say, 2, and it is showing me the output in what kind of form? Yeah, float form, right? Or float type in float type of data type, right? So what we have to do is we have to typecast it into int. So can we write something like this, that I want to typecast this thing into int, right? 6, 2. Yeah, so it is giving me value in integer form. So that was the main purpose of this question कि हमें int में ही value चाहिए थी, right? अगर हम int में typecast नहीं करते तो float में value आएगी. Even though it was fully divisible, but फिर भी float में आ रही थी इसकी value, right? So what we have to do is we have to typecast the value from float to int. Alright, so the next question is, can we declare two numbers taken as input from user without changing their data type? So we have discussed it in above question only, that like such. So उसमें क्या हो रहा था, ये 2 + 2 क्या आ रहा था, 22 आ रहा था, 1 और 1 11. So हमें एक और 1 11 नहीं चाहिए, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, we have to typecast it. Although we can add these two things, because ये string form में भी addition हो जाता है, उसको हम concatenation बोलते हैं, वो हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. But if you want to add it as integer, then we have to typecast it, right? So that is the answer for this question. Can we print any data type using print function? Let us just check. Can we print an integer? Yeah, we can print an integer. Can we print a float value? Yes, we can print a float value. Can we print a string? Yes, we can print a string as well. So yeah, we can print any type of data using print function. So a is 2, b is string of 2. So sum is a plus b. Guess the output. So we can't define a sum like this, but हम capital S use कर लें तो obviously चल जाएगा, because Python is case sensitive. small sum and capital S, then small um is different thing, right? So let us say A is 2, B is 2, that is integer, and sum is A plus B. What do you guys think? क्या आंसर आना चाहिए? क्या हम दो अलग टाइप के डाटा स्ट्रक्चर को ऐड कर सकते हैं, या सॉरी डाटा टाइप को ऐड कर सकते हैं? नो वी कांट. सो क्या हम आपने यूनिट्स में भी देखा होगा. सो लीटर हम किस चीज़ को, लिक्विड को किस चीज़ में नापते हैं? लीटर्स, राइट. एंड लाइक डिस्टेंस को किस चीज़ में नापते हैं? किलोमीटर. कैन वी ऐड अ लीटर एंड किलोमीटर? नो वी कांट, बिकॉज ये दूसरे टाइप के यूनिट्स है, राइट. तो सिमिलरली दूसरे टाइप ऑफ डाटा टाइप, दो अलग अलग टाइप के डाटा टाइप्स हैं. सो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? ये हमें एरर दे देगा, राइट. सो लास्ट क्वेश्चन हमने कर ही लिया है. सो लेट अस जस्ट सी इट अगेन. कैन बी डिफाइन टू values like such? Yeah, we can. Can we define something like this? Yeah, we can. It is taking it as a single integer or a single value, that is 1, 0. So 0 is 0, nothing else. So can we define something like this? I think you already know the answer. We can't, right? Because हमें यहाँ पे क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा? a comma, so as to indicate कि ये दो अलग अलग values हैं, right? Now it won't show me any error. So it is the solution of our assignment. So do like and subscribe our channel. And किसी को कुछ problems या फिर doubts है तो they can ask in comment section as well, and they can also use our Slack channel, right? So one more thing that I would like to add is कि काफ़ी बच्चों की ये भी दिक्कत आ रही है कि वो प्रिंट ये चीज़ आ रही है, राइट. इनपुट दिस थिंग. बच्चे इस चीज़ से काफ़ी परेशान है कि सर मेरी ये दिक्कतें आ रही है. स्टार बना रहा है. सो स्टार का मतलब क्या है कि आपका ये प्रोसेस अभी तक कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है. सो अभी अगर ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ तो इट वॉन्ट जंप टू नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस. जब तक ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट नहीं होगा ये नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस के ऊपर नहीं जाएगा. तो ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट कराने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? सबसे पहले यहाँ इनपुट की वैल्यू हमें प्रोवाइड करानी पड़ेगी. सो लेट अस जस्ट 2 प्रेस 2, हमने एक वैल्यू दे दी, या ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो गया. 4, अब ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं, राइट. सो इन दैट वे वी कैन लाइक यू नो रिजॉल्व दिस थिंग, राइट. सो किसी को अगर दिक्कत आ रही है इसके बाद भी, so what they can do is they can just restart their kernel using this thing, or using kernel then restart kernel, right? Anything you like. So I hope you like the video. Do press like button and subscribe our channel, and do press that bell icon also to